What's up, guys? This is Alex. Today we're working on some controllers, and we got a Project Scorpio controller. Pretty cool. It's not a very common one. I don't see it very often. Hardly ever. This is the only one that I have, so it was a pretty cool pickup that I found. Had a couple of problems. There's like a stick drift issue. Some of the buttons are a little sticky. So I have a donor I'm going to use. It's just a regular controller, not as cool as this one, so I figured, no stick drift. Let's go ahead and use that one to swap out the board. I don't really mess with trying to fix stick drift issues. You can take them apart, try to clean them. It's like a little plate in there you can try to bend back. But if I have one that doesn't have drift, that's in not the best condition, or not really working anyway, we can just swap them out. So we're going to go ahead and take this apart, swap it over to the donor, put some new sticks on, and it'll be good to go. Now the bumpers were good. The only thing really wrong with this controller is just kind of sticky buttons and the stick drift. Sticky buttons are usually at the silicone pad underneath, or the buttons, just something might have got spilled in there. Smells like Coke. I don't know. So I gotta go ahead and clean that off either way. When we take these apart, it's always good to just go ahead and clean them out while you're in there. All the sweat and grime gets in there when you're playing and stuff. So I think cleaning them's a good idea. Just the outer shell. The inside's actually not that bad. Tiny bit of cat hair or something. So just kind of going through this, how to take it apart. Plenty of videos for that, but I thought I'd just show it, it's the kind of speed tutorial. There's a handful of screws, about 5 on the back, and then once you're inside of here, there's 3, 5, 7, maybe 7 more, 7 or 8, maybe 10 if you include the ones on the bumpers, the triggers. Those also have some too. When you get down to here, the boards are attached to each other, so what I do is I just kind of dump out everything from the inside and just kind of let it fall out. You have to go find it if it goes flying off somewhere. Kind of like you take off the back handles, those go flying off when you pop them off. Luckily, we didn't lose anything. So the screws are pretty small. Keep an eye on those. But yeah, once you get it disassembled, just dump it out. It takes care of that. I go ahead and clean off everything. The silicone pads I clean off too, so that kind of fixes any stickiness you have. If a button ever gets stuck, that means the silicone pad underneath is broken. So you'll see a crease on the bottom where you press. And it just stays down because, it's broken. So it doesn't go back up. And finally here, we also have our D-pad. Don't want to forget that. It's a little different than the 360 controllers. There's that little metal ring around it you kind of pop off. Don't want to bend it. Just watch out for that. Just got to be careful with that. If I slow down right there to show you that. Bumper is pretty easy. One screw and this little clip. You just clip it off. And it'll come off pretty easily. Haven't done one of these in a while. Took a little longer than I thought, but once we got moving, it was fine. I'm glad the bumpers were okay. I ordered some new bumpers too. I have extra ones, extra sticks as well, but if we can keep the original bumpers, that's cool. Here's our donor controller. It looks good on the outside. Inside, everything, works as much as I need it to, so we'll go ahead and swap that out. Went ahead and cleaned everything. Everything's nice and tidy now. No more sweat, grime. Pretty solid controller. Really not much, Alright, there's a couple of tiny scuffs on it, nothing bad though. The main thing is the Project Scorpio is nice and visible, clean, it's not broken or cracked. This is probably the most annoying part, is kind of hold the boards apart and try to put everything back in there. Luckily, all the buttons and everything, they have their own slot for everything. So once you fit them in, they're good to go. Also, don't forget the mic port, which I'm pretty sure I forgot and had to put in afterwards. It just clips right back in on the board. There's a little hole in the pin that'll just attach. It's very small, the pin and the hole, but it'll stay on there once you push the boards together. So before you push them together, make sure that's in there, because you have to take it apart, do it again. So just watch out for that. No really screws involved. Just make sure you don't forget it. So go and put those all back in. Make sure you get your bumpers back in there with the magnets on them. They just snap right in once you get in there. It's pretty simple. And then the bumper finally, which I already had. I always put them on upside down, like the middle piece and the bumper itself. So make sure those are in the right orientation before you try to put it on there. I didn't show that. I always mess it up. So did it right here though. And then we got our D-pad again. Once again, it has a certain orientation. So make sure you follow it. It just slides right in. It looks like it should snap in a different way, but nah, just the metal ring holds it a certain position, and that's what allows it to move. So if you bend that, it might get stuck on one side, so be careful with that. That's why we're going nice and slow in this part. Make sure I did it right. Cool. So we got that. Very important. And then finally, we got the original sticks here. A little worn out, kind of cracked. Probably use some new ones. So I have a whole pile of sticks. So boom, we got some new ones. Put those in. Make sure they're nice and tight, because some of them, these were tight when I put them on. I have some other ones that were a little bit loose. So I think the tighter fitting ones are probably better. You don't want them getting loose over time. And then finally, just put all your screws back in the back. The center, I don't like ripping out that center screw and leave like a big hole there. So I tried to, cut it, and then it looks semi-nice when you open it up. And everything else is good. Original battery cover, everything we needed. So there he is, nice and clean and shiny. And I'm most likely going to sell him. I have plenty of controllers, as you can see. We're going to start doing more of these, so that's my first one. The sound was jacked up, I had to convert some video files, so this is what we got. So the other ones should hopefully have sound. So thanks for watching, guys. Please sub and like. And check out more controllers when they're ready to go.